Great question, Leanne. Data detectors are built into the Mac OS and will recognize pieces of information such as dates, phone numbers, addresses, website URLs, etc., and can pull that information from emails, text messages, websites, PDFs, and digital pictures. And then once you've got the information, you can perform actions on them. So if you hover your mouse over a date, for example, or in this case a set of dates, a little dashed fence appears around it with a downward caret. If you click on that, you can perform an action. In this case, add a new event to your calendar. I'm typing Etna 2025-1. It's got the address that it pulled from, probably from here, but I want the address to show differently. So I'm going to type in blue and then click here because I have that in my contacts. And then this actually gets me location information. It's got the correct set of dates. It pulled it right from here. And I click add to calendar, and there you go. And this is only if you use Apple's calendar, I believe. So if I click on that, it's got the information, the date span. I can click back to the email to see that if I need to. And if I click on this, it opens it in Maps, and I can see that it's going to take me 15 some hours to drive, so I'll probably just fly instead. Okay, so that's a span of dates. Now, if I had just come down here, no offense, Nathan, and clicked, you will notice that it defaults to the current year because it doesn't have all the information it needs. I've had that go awry before, so that's why I like to use as precise data as I can. Now, as I mentioned, phone numbers. If you click on, I put my phone number there. If you click on that, you can add it to your contacts. You can actually call it if you have an iPhone nearby. I could FaceTime. There are a number of different things. Or if I just needed to see it large to write it down on a piece of paper, I could do that. And I click escape to get out of that. So yeah, those are some data detectors in Apple. Pretty cool. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you. With information that actually has time in it. Now in this one I put ET for a specific reason. So I click on it. It brings me to the correct date. You can see we've got the span here. But then it's setting the time in my time zone 7 to 9. So let's type check-in. And again, I'm going to put Blue Mountain because I want it to show up at the right place. 7 to 9, add to calendar. Now when I go to my calendar, it'll show me as 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So if I switch my calendar to the correct time zone, then it shows up. And when I got to Etna, obviously my Mac would sense that time shift and would show it in the correct time zone. So yeah, those are data detectors.